Welcome to Screams from the Center. In this broadcast, I hope to provide you with some information on topics I find interesting and give you my take on them. Today we have more breaking news. The Supreme Court has come out 5-4 in favor of an Arizona redistricting panel trying to counteract extreme forms of gerrymandering. So, gerrymandering goes back into the 1700s. Someone named Gerrymander concerns redrawing districts in favor of one political party over another and drawing them in ways that are not logical or consistent other than segmenting population to achieve political goals. An example, and every 10 years there's a census, and the results of that census tell us which districts that we have to redraw, eliminate, expand, or shrink. So the court ruled in favor of this bipartisan Arizona panel that draws the districts. Some states do this. California is another good one that does that. And a lot of other states, whatever political party is in the majority in a state house, they're the ones who redraw the districts, which is why in 2012, we had over 2 million more votes cast for Democratic candidates than for Republican candidates, but because of this extreme gerrymandering, the Republicans maintained control of the House strongly. So, our usual characters were in dissent on this, and that would be Chief Justice John Roberts, Antonin Scalia, Clarence Thomas, and Samuel Alito. So that means Kennedy swung on the political liberal side of the court on this case. And the people of Arizona turned to the initiative to curb the practice of this gerrymandering, thereby ensuring members of Congress would have a habitual recollection of their dependence on the people. This is what Ruth Bader Ginsburg said, another associate justice who was in the majority. What this means is that you draw the lines that are reflective of the people in the community. One example of a radically drawn district was there was a district that had this one shape. It was a large portion of land, and then it was disconnected and added another little portion of land. A strong Republican district. What this means is that you no longer really can do that sort of thing. This council was formed, or commission, was formed 15 years ago after the state voters approved Proposition 106, this is in Arizona, to amend the state constitution to take the redistricting of power away from the legislature and put it in the hands of a bipartisan committee. It's Arizona's Republican-held state legislature that filed the lawsuit against this. So part of Roberts' dissent is it has no basis in the text, structure, or history of the Constitution, and it contradicts precedents from both Congress and this court. Now, I disagree with that on the grounds of it says that the state legislatures can draw the districts, but it doesn't say that you can't pass a law to take that power away. Unless Chief Justice Roberts is saying that once a power is granted to someone, no means can take it away. Sounds a little imperialistic to me, Justice. So, when the people of Arizona wanted to take hold of the electoral process themselves, the lawmakers in that state decided, no, we're not. We are the Republican Party and we claim we're for the people unless we disagree, and then we're not for the people. That's my own interjection there. So this case could have effects beyond Arizona because there are about a dozen other states, including California, that have adopted similar processes to break up partisan gridlock. That means that other states may follow suit since they can actually do this, and we may see a fundamental shift in power as a result of this. I suspect it'll take some time, but in today's age, some time could be 2 years, it could be 5 years. Not like the old days where it would take 20 years. So, I guess the large part of the debate hinged on the word legislature. And this is from the Constitution. The times, places, and manners of holding elections for senators and representatives shall be prescribed in each state by the legislature thereof. So if you want to say that the legislature, the actual elected body, is the only one capable of making laws concerning elections, then this means that voter initiatives concerning elections and redistricting are unconstitutional. And I'm not sure that even Justice Roberts' court wants to go down that path. Now, the argument is that, and this is the argument that the Arizona's lawyer had, is the whole idea of the Constitution was that we were going from a republic government and that we're forming a Republican government and we can't have a direct democracy. Yes and no. But again, now you're saying that voter initiatives just aren't constitutional. If all the voters, like Proposition 8 in California, which banned gay marriage, should never have happened because legislatures make laws. We don't have a direct democracy. Now, I argue that we don't have a direct democracy. We have a representative democracy, not a republic, a representative democracy. The word republic is used to take away from the word democracy because democracy sounds like Democrat. This was a calculated effort after the Civil War. The people elect the representatives, and there's nothing in the Constitution that says those same people can't directly change laws. Republicans do it all the time. That's why we have voter ID laws, and that's why we have anti-abortion laws and things like that, because a lot of times these things are voted in by the popular majority because they're popular. It's not that they're the right or wrong thing to do, it's just that they're popular. So, there we are. Redistricting, it seems, can be taken away from the legislature and remain a legislative process under the scope of the people's direction. It's a good day for democracy, or if you want to call it a republic, you can call it that. In either case, it's good for the people because now the people have the power, not the government. That's it for this episode. I'm hoping you got a bit of information from it and enjoyed it. Let me know what you think in the comments below. You can find me on Facebook at Screams from the Center, on Twitter at ScreamsFTCenter, and Google Plus linked into my channel notes as well. Thank you for joining me, and I hope to get more out just as soon as I can. Thank you.